Hey beauties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I picked up the latest eyeshadow from Charlotte Tilbury. These are limited edition. It's a different format from what she's been launching previously. So let's get right into it. I have seen a lot of harsh review. I think if you're going to be negative about a product, at least review it and try it. Not only judge by how it looks, in my opinion anyway. So that's why I've decided to not listen to any of the negative review, and I purchased 4 eyeshadow palette. Okay, obviously I'm a bit over the top. My husband was with me and he looked at me, he's like, do you really need the 4 palettes? Like, obviously, yes, they are all different shades, and sometimes different shades mean a different result and a difference in the formula. So I'm going to test all 4 of them. I do agree when some of the people are saying it's gone down in terms of the packaging quality. Charlotte Tilbury always had that very luxurious packaging, very glam, quite a big case, quite heavy with the mirror and on the top, on the lid. Those palettes are plastic palettes and they're no mirror. As simple as this. But at the end of the day, do we actually care about the cover of, I mean, it is pleasing for the eyes. It's nice, you buy an item and you feel like you've actually bought a luxury item. But what really matters is the product inside, the formula. In eyeshadow terms, you want the palette, the underbit that we don't actually see, to be good enough for the product. That means, you know, does it let the air pass through? Is it keeping the product moist if it's more of a cream eyeshadow? You know, that kind of thing. The top lid really is just for look. For me, what's really important is the formula itself and how the product reacts and behave once it's on your skin. So the 4 eyeshadow palette that I picked up are the shade. We have Sensual Sunset, Digital Lilac, Pink Love, and Supernatural. I was really keen on the Supernatural. It's that universal neutral palette that just looks absolutely stunning on everyone. But I think I needed to jazz things a little bit up. The Digital Lilac, oh my god, it looks just so beautiful. Obviously, it's good marketing. The models are just stunning. But look at this. This is the Digital Lilac. How beautiful is this palette? And then we have the pink one. Then we have the Supernatural one, so the neutral palette. That makes me think of Makeup by Mario a lot. So let's see how it's going to compare. And Sensual Sunset. So definitely a warm tone palette, but so beautiful. So just for the sake of comparing, this is the Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight. And this is Charlotte Tilbury. In super neutral. I feel like there's a lot of resemblance. I think it's shockingly similar, but it doesn't matter because I have both palettes and I know I'm gonna use both. I have been playing with this one quite a bit. I really like the formula, so hopefully I will be liking Charlotte Tilbury just as much. As I mentioned, these are limited edition eyeshadow palette. They are part of that beautifying collection. They are made out of 3 different finishes. So you've got a matte, a shimmer, and that pop of glitter color, like the small single pop eyeshadow that she's launched just before the holiday period. It's meant to be a long-lasting formula, not creasing, quite a good payoff, quite a good intensity in the formula. And it's also an artistry palette. That means it's made to be, you can create so many looks with just one palette in a theme color. Depending on how well or not well they go onto my skin, I will maybe be tempted to pick up the Demon and the Emerald palettes as well. So I just want to test these ones first, and if I like them, I'm just gonna get the full collection, because I truly believe that these are not gonna go to waste, and it's the kind of palette that you can all mix with each other, and they're not necessarily just following trends. You're gonna use shades like this all year round. So now I'm gonna stop waffling and start swatching. I'm gonna start with the super neutral palette, because it's just calling my name. I mean, how beautiful is this? So these are your 9 shades on the supernatural palette. So obviously this is super light, and then a little bit more darker towards the end. Love the shade, I love the colors. They are beautiful, completely matte, other than the 3 little pop of shimmer. So this is clearly just a topper, the first top shade here. And these are shimmery shades, beautiful. Then my second palette is the Pink Love. So this is the palette, absolutely beautiful. It makes me think a little bit of the holiday palette that was launched. It was a limited edition as well for the holiday. This was the shade for the holiday this year that was called Beautifying Beautyverse Love Palette, and this is the pink one. So extremely similar. I'm pretty sure some of the shades are the same or very close to be the same, just this is on a smaller format, it's lighter, and this you obviously have a super green dark and different shade in terms of tone, but otherwise extremely similar in the palette. This is the swatch of the Pink Love palette. How beautiful is this palette? It's a little bit more of the shimmery and just very reflective shade. You only have 4 matte, but how beautiful are these shades? This is stunning. This is just a beautiful pink that you just top with this. It's going to be so pretty for spring and summer. I love this palette, honestly, even though it's very, very similar to her Beautyverse from the holiday. This is a gorgeous palette. This shade here was a little bit hard to apply, you can see. Otherwise, the other ones are absolutely fine. I feel like they're not all made equal, but it could equally just be the skin on my arm. I do have quite a dry skin right now, I don't know why. But yeah, so this is the Pink Love palette. This is the swatch for the Digital Lilac. Equally beautiful. This one seemed to be a bit patchy. Again, not sure if it's just my arm. I think I'm just gonna re-swatch it so you guys can see. Yeah, okay, it's just my arm. Because there's no patchiness here. Okay, so not patchy. This is the same shade as this, so all good. It's just my arm. Beautiful. I mean, honestly, so far, I don't have any complaints. I love how she's got different type of eyeshadow, like the finish and the texture. So you always have a topper shade. You've got some very nice shimmer that feels super creamy. Your mattes are completely matte, but they're equally creamy. They're not drying. There's no, like, it's not flaking anywhere. Beautiful. And look at how shimmery they are. And this is the 4th one, the Sensual Sunset palette. How beautiful. It does make me think of I Need a Warm palette from Natasha Denona. Let's compare it. Yeah, I think they are very similar. So quite similar. Yeah, you have a lot of the shade that are very close. I think, yeah, just quite similar. I think you have a little bit more of the gold tone or orange in the Natasha Denona palette, whereas the Sensual Sunset has different tone into it, something a little bit different, but quite similar overall. Overall, from those swatches, I can't say that they are patchy or they look to be too dry. The matte formula seems to be quite creamy and just really glides on nicely onto my skin. Again, it needs to be validated and verified whenever I'm going to be wearing them. I will apply one right away to show you guys to do a demo, but I think it's gonna have to be judged on a longer period of wearing. But from what I can see, I'm actually quite pleased with it. They retail at £49 here in the UK, so just over, guess, $60 for you in the US, $62 if I'm not mistaken. Are they worth it? I mean, I like the fact that they are quite compact. They fit really easily in your makeup bag or your makeup kit. If you do travel with them, they are super light. So there are, even though they maybe don't look as luxurious as other brands or her previous packaging, very easy to bring and carry with you, so something to think about. So for today's demo, I'm going to use the Pink Love palette just because I absolutely love a pink eyeshadow. I just love a pink eyeshadow. I think it's beautiful on everyone. It doesn't matter what skin tone, what eye color. I think it's just a beautiful complementary shade that goes on beautifully on everyone. So I'm going to start with that super light pink here at the top and just apply this all over my mobile lid. So as you can see, I already had my makeup done. And now it's like the ultimate test on the eyeshadow. And honestly, it is applying so easily. You saw this? No pulling, no tugging, no falling out. Just beautiful matte eyeshadow. And the color is quite nice. It's not too sheer, it's not too bold. Just a really nice payoff in terms of color and completely matte. Now I'm going to apply the middle shade here, completely the middle shade in the pan on the crease, but I'm gonna go quite large. Got an angle brush. I'm just gonna come here, super large, and diagonal here in the corner of my eye. I'm just gonna blend it really nicely. And so far, no creasing, no peeling, no patch, anything. It is looking really nice, guys. Now with a flat, smaller brush, this shade here in the corner at the bottom, in the outer corner of my eye, just like this. And I'm gonna do the same thing onto the other side, and then I'm just going to blend. With this same shade from the corner and the same brush, I'm gonna apply the shade just at the bottom of my eyelashes. Now I'm gonna go with my finger. I'm going to apply this shade here. Ooh, so nice. I'm going to apply it towards the outer edge. Like this. Now I'm going to add this one here that's a little bit lighter, but different finish. Just here, like this. We're going all in with all the sparkles and the shimmer today. Oh, this is really nice, guys. And as a last shade, I'm going to use the topper, the white pearly shade, and just apply it completely here at the top. Same thing on this side. Voila, and gives you that perfect reflection. So this is the final look with the Pink Love eyeshadow palette, the Beautifying Eye palette. I mean, what's there not to like? Honestly, It is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. I love how, if I come really close, you guys can see the mix of shade. They are matte shimmer, just blends with each other really, really nicely. No patches, no creasing, no falling out, no, just easy eyeshadow palette. Do you need all 6 of them? Definitely not, unless you're like me and you just want to have all of them. That's a different story. I think there's definitely a place in your makeup kit for at least one. Go with the shade that you're gonna wear the most. I think because it's a limited edition, it's definitely worth, if you're looking to add something into your makeup kit, that is. I quite personally like Charlotte Tilbury. I think her products are great. I love the pop of color. I love how shimmery is. I like the brand. I like the product. I think they are extremely nice. Then long lasting, I don't know. I'll see. I'm not gonna say anything just yet. I'll make sure I keep you posted. But so far, first impression, I am liking these. I like the color theme of each and every one of those palettes. I will most likely get the Emerald and the Diamond palette as well. Yeah, you can create such stunning looks. Also, I changed my lipstick to match the eye. It is the latest Dior Lip Addict. The Dior Addict, and it's well, I can see the shade. It's 053. So it's that opalescence with the spring collection. Love this gloss, just an easy gloss to wear. Kind of goes with everything really. So yeah, that is it for me today for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. I hope you've liked the swatch and it's giving you a good idea of the product, the color that is. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Is it something you're keen on? Do you like the look? Are you gonna splurge and get one of them? 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6? I don't know. You tell me. As usual, I will list down below in the description the rest of the makeup that I am wearing for today's look. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell to receive a notification when a new video is being posted. And I will see you next time. Bye guys.